to also pay tribute to the new mother of the House, Diane Abbott, who has done so much in her career over so many years to fight for a parliament that truly represents modern Britain. We welcome her back to her place.
And can I also congratulate the new mother of the House, the member for Hackney North and Stoke Newington. We have our differences on policy, but no one can deny the Right Honourable Lady's important role in this House and the inspiration for so many young women of colour that she has provided. The Right Honourable Lady is true in every sense of the word, a trailblazer.
The Member of the House, Diane Abbott.
I would like to congratulate the Speaker-elect on his election and say this. He has been a Speaker through tumultuous times, but he has never failed to serve with grace and expertise and fairness. I would also like to congratulate the 304 new members of Parliament who have entered Parliament after this election and say to them, it is a great job and you will never regret coming here. I would also like to congratulate the officers of the House who have organised such a meticulous and careful induction. I remember when I was a new MP, they just gave you a bunch of keys and told you to get on with it. So I have to congratulate the officers. I would also like to say that when I was a new member in 1987, there were only 40 female members of Parliament. Wow. Today we have 264. And some of us are glad that we have lived to see this. And I can't speak about the increased numbers of female members of Parliament without referencing my predecessor, Baroness Harriet Harman, who did so much to work to have an equal and diverse House. We are going into very tumultuous times. And historically, this House has played a role in these events, both nationally and internationally. And I'm sure it will be the same going forward, and we will be presided over in the excellent way of the Speaker-elect.
To Speaker, but done in a way, done through ceremony and done with the weight of hundreds of years of tradition behind it.
My Lords and members of the House of Commons, we are commanded by His Majesty to let you know that it has not been convenient for him to be present here on this day in his royal person. He hath thought fit by letters patent under the Great Seal to empower several lords therein named to do all things in His Majesty's name which are to be done on His Majesty's part in this Parliament, as by the letters patent will more fully appear.
Charles III, by the grace of God, of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and of our other realms and territories King, Head of the Commonwealth, Defender of the Faith. To all to whom these presents shall come, greeting. Whereas, by the advice of our Council, for certain arduous and urgent affairs concerning us, the state and defence of our United Kingdom and the Church, we have ordered a certain Parliament to be holden at our city of Westminster on Tuesday the 9th day of July instant. and forasmuch as for divers causes and considerations we cannot conveniently be present in our royal person in our said Parliament upon the said Tuesday, the 9th day of July, know ye that we, trusting in the fidelity, discretion and care of the most reverend Father in God and our faithful counsellor Justin Portal, Archbishop of Canterbury, Primate of all England and Metropolitan, our well-beloved and faithful counsellor Shabana Mahmood, Chancellor of Great Britain, and others our counsellors hereinafter mentioned, by the advice of our said council, do give and grant, by the tenor of these presents, unto the said Justin Portal, Archbishop of Canterbury, Shabana Mahmood, Chancellor of Great Britain, John Francis, Lord Macfall of Alcluith, Lord Speaker, Angela Evans, Baroness Smith of Basildon, Lord Privy Seal, Richard Mark, Lord Newby, William Herbert, Lord Laming, Nicholas Edward, Lord True, or any three or more of them, full power in our name to begin and hold our said Parliament, and to open and declare, and cause to be opened and declared, the causes of holding the same, and to proceed upon the said affairs in our said Parliament, and in all matters arising therein, and to do everything which for us and by us, and for the good government of our said United Kingdom, and other our dominions thereto belonging, shall be therein to be done. And also, if necessary, to continue, adjourn and prorogue our said Parliament. Commanding also, by the tenor of these presents, with the assent of our said Council, as well all and every, the archbishops, bishops, lords, baronets and knights, as all others whom it concerns, to meet in our said Parliament, that to the same Archbishop of Canterbury, Chancellor of Great Britain, and others our councillors aforesaid, or any three or more of them, they diligently intend in the premises in the form aforesaid. In witness whereof, we have caused these our letters to be made patent. Witness ourself at Westminster, the 9th day of July, in the 2nd year of our reign. By the King himself, signed with his own hand.
My Lords and members of the House of Commons, we have it in command from His Majesty to let you know that as soon as members of both houses shall be sworn, the causes of His Majesty calling this Parliament will be declared to you. And it being necessary that a Speaker of the House of Commons should be first chosen, it is His Majesty's pleasure that you, members of the House of Commons, repair to the place where you are to sit and there proceed to the choice of some proper person to be your Speaker, and that you present such person, whom you shall so choose, here for His Majesty's royal approbation.
The solemn moment that connects monarchy to Parliament, the House of Lords to the King, has just seen, through his officials and his peers, the House of Lords command the start of a new Parliament for the next 5 years. Baroness Smith of Basildon saying that the King has ordered a certain Parliament to be holden at the City of Westminster, explaining the King cannot be present as much as we cannot be present. She said, nevertheless, giving instructions to the Commons to elect a new Speaker and saying that shortly the King will attend Parliament for the King's speech in just over a week, where the causes of this government will be known, the government's direction will be known. You saw Edward Lee and Diane Abbott walking back towards the House of Commons for the next part of this ceremony. Having received their instruction, they will now take that to the almost 650 figures that you can see on your screen right now in order to begin the process of choosing a new speaker, or much more likely reconfirming Sir Lindsay Hoyle as that individual.